Hello and welcome to today's video. Well, we are now in 2024. Can you imagine? 2024. So, I thought I would start the year by doing a little video showing the pens I'm currently writing with. So, what are you writing with? Leave it all in the comments below. I'd love to hear. I've got 5 pens I'm writing with right now. It's not all the pens I have inked, but these are the ones I'm particularly enjoying writing with as I'm, sitting down to make this video. So I'm going to start with this. This is the Pilot Custom 845. This has been in a few videos recently, including my Pen of the Year video for 2023, which it won. This is an amazing pen with an incredible nib. Pilot really know what they're doing. They make amazing pens. And this one is a favorite of mine because the form and function of the pen, the build quality, the way it writes, the nib on the page, tick, 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 all amazing. So this is the first pen I'm writing with this week, and this is going to be what has been my daily driver for the last couple of weeks. And until I write it dry on the second fill of this run of it, it will be in my sort of everyday carry, if you will. So let's do a little writing sample with it so you can see it in action. So it's the Pilot Custom 845 Rushi. It has an 18 karat gold nib. This is a fine nib. And the ink in this today is Pelikan Tanzanite. A beautiful ink. Like, this ink is a cracking ink. Dark blue, blue-black kind of color. Just really lovely, and a lovely partner for this pen. This pen has like a timeless quality about it. It's slightly vintagey, but modern and beautiful. And I think like blue blacks tie into that really nicely. So this Pilot Custom 845 Arushi there with Pelikan Tanzanite is the first pen. The next pen I'm writing with is one that hasn't been on my channel much recently, and that is my bad entirely. I love this pen. It is this. This is the Laban, and this is the Sun model, and Sun finish of the 325 model. This pen, I was sent this to review a few years ago. It's got a plain sort of Jowo steel nib on it, number 6 nib with a medium nib. I loved it instantly. I've loved it every day since. It's one of those pens that occasionally I like to write with an orange ink. So for headers and things like that, it's a color that my brain responds to quite nicely. And so this is always a pen I reach for when I'm writing with orange ink. And at the moment I wanted an orange ink. So yeah, we got this pen out and it's just beautiful. I love that combination of the orange, that cracked marble acrylic with the ivory style acrylic of the section and the end, which is also in the cap. It's one of the few pens I think, like, with a gold trim is the only trim it should have. Like, the 845 here from Pilot could have a silver trim and it would still look absolutely stunning. I think if you put a silver trim on this pen, it would look wrong. So I really enjoyed that. Let's see this one in action now. Once again, here on the 80 GSM Rhodia paper, we have the Laban 325 model, and this is the Sun finish of that. It's the orange. There's also things like the flame and the winter. A lot of really lovely colors available with this one now. This has a steel number 6 medium nib, and the ink in this one today is Monteverde Mandarin Orange. Another really super beautiful ink. I like orange inks. I like orange inks that aren't sort of too bright or don't have a pinky tone. This one is perfect. There's also the Blood Orange from Diamine, one of the 150th anniversary set ones, which I really enjoy. And those are probably my 2 favorite oranges that I use sort of quite regularly. Absolutely beautiful inks, and in an absolutely beautiful, once again, quite old-fashioned looking kind of pen, but absolutely stunning. We have another Pilot pen as the third pen today, and that is this. That is the Custom Heritage 92 from Pilot. Another flat top pen, and kind of looks a little bit like, you know, the younger sibling in a number of ways to the 845. Beautiful flat top. This one is one of their only pens with a pure piston filling mechanism. It's a pen I, once again, really enjoy. I think it looks very nice, and it posts very well and feels very secure in the hand. It's not a big pen, it's not a particularly big nib, but this kind of nib from Pilot that's on the 74 and this is a really splendid nib, and this is a fine medium, so it's got a nice sort of a clean line on it as well. It's just a pen I really enjoy, and you know, I think it writes really well, so let's see it writing. So here we have the Pilot Custom Heritage 92. This has I think it's a 14 karat gold nib in a fine medium, very nice. And the ink in this is Robert Oster Thunderstorm. Another lovely dark, almost sort of blue-black grey kind of ink. I really love this ink. It's one of Robert's inks that I think is underrated. It's absolutely beautiful and it looks great on the page, and it almost once again ties in with that vintagey kind of style that I'm really enjoying at the moment. One of the interesting things about this nib is it's not soft, but there's a little bit of sort of bounce or suspension in it, which means you can get a little bit of line variation without pushing the nib particularly hard. I would not apply a whole lot of pressure to this nib, but you can even see in some of that writing, there's a couple occasions where you just get like a little bit of line variation, and it just adds some beautiful personality to your writing without it being a soft nib, without it being a flex nib. It's just a nice sort of soft suspension on the page, which I really love about this pen and the nib on the Custom 74 as well. So the next pen is a really special one. This is a pen I got a couple of years ago now, and I was dealing directly with the maker, and so it's a kind of a custom pen, but not really. It is this. This is the Ryan Krusak L16 Dragon Slayer. So this tells the story of Fafnir the Dragon being slayed by Siegfried there. So it's a story from Wagner's Ring Cycle, and when Ryan found out I was an opera singer, he goes, I know exactly what pen you need to have. And so I got number 66 of 150 of this particular pattern. It's got the antler body with the sort of the laser scrimshaw artwork on it, which is really beautiful. It's Ryan's original work that he then recreates with a laser machine on the pen bodies. Then the cap has these like scales designed into it, which is amazing. It's got this beautiful heavy like antique brass sort of section on it. It's a big pen, it's a heavy pen, it's beautiful, and because it tells an operatic kind of story, I really love it. So I have this inked at the moment because I just like to ink this one occasionally just for my own fun and pleasure. It's also a great pen to journal with because the balance is very heavy in the fingers, which is my preference for long writing sessions. So here we have the Ryan Krusak L16 Dragon Slayer. This has it's a simple steel. It's a Yovo nib branded with Ryan's logo on it there, as you can kind of maybe make out there in the image. Number 6. Once again, it's a medium nib. And the ink in this today is actually from Franklin Christoph. I have a number of their inks and that they produced or had made for them. I'm not exactly sure. That I really like. And this one is Urushi Red, which I think is a beautiful sort of rich dark red ink. I thought it tied in really nicely with the aesthetic of this pen as well, which is why I chose it to partner in this pen. I really enjoy this ink. I really enjoy this pen. This is one that you know, I don't ink up all the time, but when I do, I really love using it. It's absolutely stunning, and Ryan's work over there is absolutely incredible. Like, adding another Ryan Krusak pen to my collection is really high on my priorities, actually. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And then last, we have a pen that I'm preparing to review. It is a pen from Cypress. It's part of their Ravishing range. It's this beautiful sort of like striped acrylic material, which is quite striking, and it's because it's sort of cut through. You get like nice sort of swirls and patterns of it, in the material, which is really nice. It's got a lovely center band there with like this sort of like aged silver chrome look on it. Nice clip, and a very comfortable section, and one of the steel Cypress nibs, which I'm really enjoying at the moment. I got this with a fine. So yeah, I'm going to be reviewing this pen in the next little while. It's now on its second fill of ink, so it's almost ready for review. This is not a huge pen in the hand, but it's a nice size and it's incredibly comfortable. It's one of the things I look for is how will this pen work for me over a period of time? And I don't just mean like over a period of years, but I mean like even in a short-term period of time. Like if I'm writing with this pen for half an hour or taking notes, is it going to stay comfortable? Am I going to enjoy writing with it? Is it going to, is there something that's going to rub on my hand the wrong way? And this one, you don't find that. It's nice and comfortable and it's nice and light. So it's very, very comfortable. It's funny because both of these pens, you couldn't get two more different pens. Super heavy section, super comfortable for long writing sessions. And then this pen, which is quite light and super comfortable for long writing sessions. And the reason is, it's not necessarily about the weight. It's about the balance. And so the Ryan Krusak is very heavy down into the fingers, and the weight of the Cypress pen is sort of focused around there-ish. The issue for me arises if the pen is back weighted. So if you put a heavy cap on a pen, or if the pen is just simply too heavy behind the hand, that's where I start to feel the fatigue. If the weight's in my fingers, I don't notice it so much. So yeah, the extremes, but both excellent form and function. So here we have the Cypress. It used to be called Mr. Cypress, now it's just Cypress. And this is, as I said, from the Ravishing, that's badly written, I'm sorry, Ravishing range. I'll go into more detail about this in the review, of course. This has a steel, number 6, fine nib. As I said, in-house nib made by Cypress, which is superb. I also have one of their Fude calligraphy nibs to show in that review as well, which I'll put into another brand of pen. The ink in this today is a diamine, and this is Majestic Purple. Love my purples, love my diamine, and it's one of my favorite diamine purples. That, and I think Monboddo's hat would be right up there as well. But lovely ink and a lovely pen. Really looking forward to reviewing that, so keep an eye out for that video. And also, please go back and watch my pen of the year video where I talk about the Pilot Custom 845. Really, really great pen. So this is my list of what I'm currently writing with to start 2024. I hope everyone has an amazing year. I'm going to really enjoy writing with these, starting with the Pilot Custom 845, the Laban Sun from the 325, the Pilot Custom Heritage 92, the Ryan Krusak L16 Dragon Slayer, and the Cypress Ravishing pen there. Obviously, I will be inking more pens. I'm going to write with these. As I said, I've got a couple of other pens inked at the moment, but these are the ones I'm really enjoying writing with at the moment. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, all that good stuff. If you'd like to support my channel by sponsoring a review or providing an item for review, I would love to hear from you. In the meantime, enjoy your pens, enjoy writing, and I'll talk to you soon.